Emma was a young woman who loved learning languages. She spoke her native language very well, but she always dreamed of speaking English fluently. One day she decided, I will learn to think in English. At first, it was very difficult. Whenever she wanted to say something, she thought in her native language first. Then she translated it into English. This took too much time, and she often made mistakes. How do people think in English without translating, she wondered. One day, her English teacher, Mr. Johnson, gave her some advice. Emma, if you want to think in English, you need to surround yourself with the language. Make English a part of your daily life. Emma took Mr. Johnson's advice seriously. She started changing small things in her life. First, she changed the language on her phone and computer to English. Every time she used her phone, she saw English words. Next, she started watching English movies and TV shows. At first, she used subtitles in her native language. Then, she tried English subtitles. After some time, she turned off the subtitles completely. She also listened to English songs and tried to understand the lyrics. Sometimes she sang along. This is fun, she thought. But Emma knew that listening was not enough. She needed to think in English. One day, she read an article about a technique called self-talk. The article said that speaking to yourself in English helps you think in English faster. So, Emma started talking to herself. In the morning, she looked in the mirror and said, "Good morning, Emma. Today is going to be a great day." When she cooked, she described what she was doing. Now I am cutting the vegetables. I need some salt. Where is the spoon? At night, she told herself about her day. Today, I went to the park. I saw a beautiful dog. The weather was nice. At first, it felt strange, but soon it became natural. She realized she was starting to think in English without translating. Emma knew that vocabulary was very important. Before, she learned English words by writing them in a notebook and translating them. But now, she wanted to try a new method. Instead of memorizing long lists of words, she started learning words in sentences and situations. For example, when she learned the word delicious, she didn't just write, delicious equals very tasty. Instead, she wrote, this pizza is delicious. I love the taste. She also used flashcards with pictures instead of translations. When she saw a picture of a cat, she said, cat, instead of translating from her native language. After a few months, Emma noticed something amazing. When she walked in the park, she described everything in English in her mind. The sky is blue. The trees are green. That child is playing with a red ball. She also started dreaming in English sometimes. One night, she had a dream where she was speaking with a tourist in English. When she woke up, she was so happy. Emma realized that thinking in English was not about being perfect. It was about practice and patience. One day, Emma decided she needed more practice with real conversations. She joined an English speaking club in her city. At first, she was shy. She was afraid of making mistakes. But then she remembered something Mr. Johnson always said. Mistakes help you learn. She started talking to people in English. Sometimes she didn't know a word, but she explained it in other ways. If she forgot the word umbrella, she said, the thing you use when it rains. People understood her, and they helped her. Her confidence grew, and soon she was having full conversations in English. After a year of practicing, Emma decided to travel to an English-speaking country. She went to London for a 2-week trip. When she arrived at the airport, she ordered coffee in English. She asked for directions in English. She even made new friends who spoke only English. One day, she sat in a cafe, drinking tea and thinking. I did it, she thought. I can think in English. She still made mistakes, but she didn't worry about them. Thinking in English was now natural for her. Even after her trip, Emma continued practicing. She read books in English, watched English YouTubers, and wrote a daily journal in English. She realized that learning a language is a journey that never ends. But now, she was not just learning English, she was living in English. And that was the greatest success of all.